is it safe to fly? All of our vacations were canceled, graduations, which is so sad. Couldn't even hug a family member. I can save you a lot of money. And if you don't believe me, go to my website now and compare my website with one of these Expedias. Okay, you found me, SkyBobby Travels, and I'm back in business, so stay tuned. One of the questions I keep getting asked every single day, is it safe to fly? I don't even know why they're asking me, but maybe because I'm a flight attendant, I know it all. We actually do. So I'll be answering that question at the end of this video. So okay, we've been cooped up in the house for 4 months with our kids and working and zooming our hearts out, working harder than ever. All of our vacations were canceled, graduations, which is so sad. Couldn't even hug a family member. I do believe there's a pinned up demand for air travel, but is it safe to travel right now? If you are new to my channel, how you doing? Now's a good time to subscribe to my channel, and if you are a SkyBobby regular, welcome back. As you may know, I am a flight attendant, so that gives me the expertise of knowing about air travel. No. So I'm always like, why are they asking me? I don't know. But so I did some homework and I did some research for you guys. A lot of people don't want to do the research, so I am here for you. I am here for you. The easy answer is, I believe it is time and safe to fly right now. I've been flying. I've even had my mother-in-law fly about a couple of weeks ago, and so for me to trust my mother-in-law in the hands of flying, I feel pretty safe. But let me get more into detail about why I think it's safe to fly. So being a flight attendant, we do get the ins and outs but behind the scenes that you guys don't see, and I've seen a lot. And I've been in this business for 32 years, and I know when it's time to fly, and I know when it's not, and it's definitely time to fly. Probably more than ever, because one of the biggest things people have a fear of, even though the virus is gone, is the airlines. We're pinned up. How do you keep your 6 feet distance from the airlines? Well, I can tell you now, all the airlines are definitely doing all they can to make that happen. Some airlines are blocking out the middle seats. Nobody wants that middle seat anyhow. Preferably, I would rather have a middle seat or a window. I really wouldn't want an aisle seat because people still walk by and they can rub against you and who knows. So if you're looking for what seat to take, I would go for the window seat. So there are so many steps to keep that airplane clean, going, and more than ever, one of the first things I've noticed that they actually clean the plane every single flight now. Why wasn't they doing that before, I wonder? Anyway, but they do have this infrared laser steamer thing that they go and they steam out every seat, counter, floors, vacuum. They give it a whole workout. They have a whole team of people that come and rush on right before the flight. And with the team of people, it takes them about 20 minutes to get it sterilized. Then the ground crew comes in and they get the disinfecting wipes and they wipe all the bathroom areas and anything that has a common area that most people would use frequently, like the door handles, armrest, and tray table. That's what I was trying to find. Tray table. Before you even get on the airplane, we've already started with the cleanliness of the airports being more disinfected. Procedures, most cities now are requiring you to do a temperature check, which, if you're asymptomatic, you can bypass that. So I think what they're trying to do is layers and layers and layers. So like, if the virus get through, it has to go through so many steps to get to you that it makes your odds of catching something minimal. Right now, flights are not full. People are still afraid to fly. So, there's not a full flight, less chances for you to catch from somebody else. One of the major changes you will see is once you step on the airport grounds, most airports, I believe in the US, you are required to wear a face mask. Even during the airport and during all times, you are required to wear a face mask on the flight, as well as the crew, the ground staff, anybody involved in airport operations are wearing a face mask to minimize the spread of the virus. Doesn't have to be a face mask, it could be anything that covers your nose and mouth. One of the things you want to remember when you are wearing a mask or a face covering, which I see a lot, not just on the airplane, but don't touch your mask once it's on. That just drives me crazy. That's up there when people walk barefoot in the bathroom. You're contaminating the mask. Or when you're speaking to someone, don't pull your mask down and to speak to them so they can hear you. I'd rather not hear you and still be safe. Get it? Get it? Before you take your mask off, make sure you wash your hands and then remove your mask. Also remember, if you're using a more high-tech mask like an N95 mask or a surgical mask, they're not reusable. They're disposable. They're one-time use only. I'm seeing people where I'm like, I'm pretty sure you've used that on both the flights. So it might even be a better idea to get a cloth where you can recycle, wash it. Most airports are carrying extra masks. Even if you have one, always grab one. You can always have an extra one in your bag in case you lose it, falls down, or you contaminate it. You want to carry as many masks with you. So safety-wise, and once you get on the airplane, the greeter of the flight will actually, well, at my airlines, I don't know other airlines, but my airlines, they hand you a Perel wipe. So you can do whatever you want with that. You can wipe your seat. It's already been cleaned, but just an extra added security. There's no food service on board anymore. The only thing we would offer you is a package which might contain a bottle of water, small bottle of water, pretzels, and a napkin, and another hand sanitizer, and everything is sealed. We do come down with a beverage service, but the beverage service is just soda that's sealed in the can. We don't have any ice. We do offer cups. We won't pour it anymore, just so we won't contaminate you or the food. And that's in all cabins. So first class, bring your meals, which leads me up to making sure that you bring something with you to eat, because not only the airlines are not offering food on the airplane, but still most of the airport restaurants are still closed. Even for just pickup, nothing's just open. If you do have the app for Starbucks, they'll allow you to order online and pick up there. But just be prepared to bring your own food, because the airlines don't have it and the airports don't have it, and you don't want to be caught hungry on a 5-hour flight. Even though the bathrooms are disinfected and they're very clean, try not to use it unless you really absolutely have to, and keep it minimum, and make sure you don't touch anywhere that most people you think would touch it. And wash your hands, 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 wash your hands as many times as you can. That is your biggest defense. I can't stress that anymore. Now that I got you all comfortable, you ready to fly, you know it's clean, you trust SkyBobby, how much is it going to cost? Is it expensive right now? Are the airlines going to be charging at the yin yang? Or maybe they'll be giving you a great discount because of, to allure you to their airlines or their hotel or anything like that. It's a catch-22. So let's go further into that. I've been hearing a lot of people say that, once it gets back, the airline is going to have to offer you a great deal to get you back. But you have to remember the airlines are flying at maybe 15 to 20% capacity, which means there was a lot of seats out there, so they could charge less because they're getting more for each seat. You're competing now with your own peers who are also flying. So let's say if you're going from San Francisco to Los Angeles, and it used to be 15 flights a day with all the airlines, and now we're down to 5, that means there's probably only a couple of hundred seats. And so supply and demand. If it's not that many seats, the airlines will go up on the price because they know that somebody will get that. I think during the holidays will be maybe a little bit different story, but now's the time to buy your holiday. So if you're thinking about going somewhere to see grandma for Thanksgiving or Christmas, now's the time to buy your ticket and keep your eye on the ball. More than ever, if you've never bought it before, you should really buy travel insurance. Most travel insurance do not include for the virus or anything like that, but for cancellations, mechanicals, it's just more things to go wrong. There's less non-stops. There's more for you to misconnect due to weather, and it's just a good idea. You can get probably travel insurance for a $1,000 ticket for $20. It'll be your best investment that you ever have, especially if you're flying those no-frill airlines like, well, I can't really call it Southwest no-frills. They're making money. But Frontier Airlines and what is that yellow one? The yellow airlines, but they charge you for everything. You want insurance when you definitely fly those airlines. Anything can go wrong, and they don't have planes just sitting around like the major 3 airlines do. So definitely get travel insurance. That should be the first thing you look for when you buy a ticket. And these times, I think one of the ways you should book your reservations for an airline ticket or even your vacation is through a travel agency, which brings me the reason why I'm making this video. Some of you may know I had started my own business as a travel agent back in, I think it was in January, and then the virus hit and there was nobody flying. It was like the wrong time to fly, but during that time I was brushing up on my skills and taking some training classes and learning how to book reservations and find the best deals. And I also created my website, which I'll have right below here, and I'll have it in my description, but it's bobbyemery.intletravels.com, and I'll definitely have it in the description box. That is my website. That's a website where you can go to my website. You can book your reservations for your airline of choice. You can book your hotel reservations and free of charge. The way I make money is I get the commission that everything that you book, somebody gets a part of that commission. So just by going through my website, I'm linking you to the right people, so I get a little cut off of that. If you're one of those people who just hate booking trips and vacation packages, that's part of my job too. I can book your itinerary. I know it's easy to go online and just find it yourself. If I could do that free for you through my website and all the vendors and sponsors and partnerships I have with vendors, I can save you a lot of money. And if you don't believe me, go to my website now and compare my website with one of these Expedias or Hotel.com, and I can guarantee you I will have the best price. I just checked it, especially the LA one. Do your homework, not just trust my website, but definitely do the Orbitz and the hotel and get the best price. These days now, it's not about the service because there is no service. It's about getting you to point A to point B at the cheapest price possible. Sometimes you even might want to bump up your ticket. Instead of getting like economy minus, you might want to get premium economy. If you ever wanted to fly first class, I think now is a great time to fly first class because I am seeing some amazing deals on premium flying, especially on the US carriers like Delta, American, and United. They are almost giving away their premium service. Still on the pricey side, but way cheaper than what they were charging just a few months ago. So this is your chance to fly that premium service. I don't recommend premium service unless you're doing 5 hours or more. It's just not worth the fly, especially with no service, and pay all that money and there's no service. One of the reasons why you might want to upgrade because it's less people up in first class and you're not sitting next to 3 people, you're only sitting next to 2 people. But even that time, right now, it's a waste of time because most airlines are offering the middle seat empty anyhow, so you're getting the space. I would, even if I can afford first class, I would still fly economy right now because it's just less people. There's only 30 people probably in the back of that plane, but in first class, that whole flight area is full. So there's people everywhere. And even though there's only 2 people next to you or 1 person next to you, they're still in that surrounding area where if you're on a big jumbo jet with 300 seats and only 30 people, you get the point. And you can even guarantee your row by buying 3 economy seats, which is still going to be the same price as 1 first class seat. So just think before you buy. Well, I hope I answered your question. Is it safe to fly? I think it's safe to fly. I'm almost ready myself to fly, but I'm working. As soon as we can find time to just get away, I'm going to get away. Leave in the comments where you want to fly. Once this is all over and you're feeling comfortable to fly, where do you want to go? I want to go to Europe. I think I want to go back to Italy. It's been a while since I've been to Italy, and I've been looking at some of my Venice pictures, and I don't know. I think that's going to be my first stop. But I would love to hear from you and let me know where you want to go in the description, in the comments down below. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you ran into my channel by accident and you like what you see and you made it this far, you must be like me because you still here. And if you're still here, you gotta subscribe. And then more important, to get my video up, you gotta share it. Share it. Let your friends know how crazy SkyBobby is and SkyBobby travels. And check me out on my Instagram at SkyBobbyTV too. I'm on there every single day. And guess what? I'm doing TikTok now, and I got a couple of good ones, so definitely head over to my Instagram and check it out. Bye, girl, bye.